Ultraman Chuck. Ultraman Chuck is a veteran Ultra hero from planet Altara in Nebula M78 and the eldest leader of the Ultra Force, teaming up with Ultraman Scott and Ultrawoman Beth to defend the universe with a weirdly calm, been-doing-this-forever vibe. He doesn't come from Earth originally, he hails from the cosmic Ultra world, and first appeared in the story Ultraman The Adventure Begins, when he merged with a human stunt pilot named Chuck Gavin after a bizarre Flying Angels plane accident left him dormant inside Gavin's body until the right moment called for heroics. When Gavin tried to help a peaceful monster named Zune and accidentally wrecked his plane, Danger activated Chuck's power, and he transformed into Ultraman Chuck for the first time by sheer will. No fancy transformation item required, just OMG, I'm about to crash energy and a flash in his eyes. Once he finally popped out in full Ultra form, he used his powers to save Zune, and then, amid accusations of treason by some overly trigger-happy National Guard guys, he and his team fought giant threats like King Myra in New York, even tossing the beast into the sun, because that's one way to clear traffic. Chuck's origin is basically equal parts cosmic legacy and regular guy accidentally becomes giant alien hero with a sprinkle of classic Ultraman dramatic flair. Ultraman Great. Ultraman Great is a giant Ultra hero from the Land of Light in Nebula M78 who becomes the star of Ultraman Towards the Future and easily wins the award for Cosmic Visitor with the most dramatic entrance and probably the best accent in the Ultra universe. He was born as an Ultra, part of an intergalactic race locked in a brutal war with a horrifying monster force called the Gudis, which is basically the universe's worst slug problem. During a human expedition to Mars, scientist Jack Shindo and his buddy Stanley Haggard stumble onto Gudis, and just when things get ugly, a towering silver-white warrior shows up and starts whooping kaiju butt until he gets knocked down like last week's groceries. With Haggard gone and Jack pinned under rubble, Gudis mutates into a virus and jets off to Earth to start infecting everything in sight. Ultraman Great needs a human host to operate on Earth because interstellar immigration paperwork is complicated, so he bonds with Jack Shindo, granting him the ability to transform and fight monsters together while still arguing telepathically about whose idea it was to visit Mars in the first place. This partnership lets Great join the Universal Multi-Purpose Agency to battle giant threats and try to keep Earth from becoming a kaiju theme park, all while dealing with the classic Ultra time limit of 3 minutes in giant form thanks to Earth's polluted atmosphere.
Ultraman Powered. Ultraman Powered is a giant Ultra warrior from the Land of Light in Nebula M78 who stars as the main hero of Ultraman the Ultimate Hero, a first Ultraman show made and set in the United States, where he teams up with humans to save Earth from alien threats like the Baltans and giant monsters. Powered isn't some random guy in a shiny suit. He's a 15,000-year-old Ultra alien, basically a supersized space hero, who, while chasing the bone-crushing bad guys across the cosmos, ends up on Earth and discovers he can't survive here without bonding with a human. That lucky human host is Kenichi Kai, a young operative of WINR who transforms into Powered by clutching a flash prism, much like how old-school heroes used their beta capsules, except Kai does it with extra fist-grip determination. So his origin isn't some tragic meteor crash or cosmic lightning bolt. He's already an established Ultra warrior on an interstellar mission, but Earth's atmosphere is like kryptonite without a host, forcing him to team up with Kenichi to keep his intergalactic vacation from ending in a permanent nap. Powered brings serious firepower, like his Mega Spacium Beam, apparently 5 times stronger than the classic Spacium Beam, and classic Ultraman vibes, with just a sprinkle of, look at me, I'm from outer space, but I need a buddy to get by down here. Ultraman Zearth. Ultraman Zearth is a goofy but genuine Ultra hero from the Land of Bright in Nebula Z95, basically a sparkly clean parody cousin of the classic Ultras. He came to planet Earth to defend it from monsters and pollution, creating a human identity as Katsuto Asahi, a member of the Earth Defense Team MYDO that hides out in a gas station base, and because he's terrified of dirt, he was hilariously put in charge of janitorial duties instead of actually fighting anything at first, which he didn't mind at all because he kept the base so spotless everyone could see their reflections in the floor. His transformation works by brushing his teeth with a special Picari brush electric toothbrush, which is totally on brand for a guy who hates grime, and that lets him become Ultraman Zearth out of sight of his teammates. Zearth's origin isn't some tragic backstory with cosmic destiny etchings in stone. It's literally Ultra from another nebula decides Earth needs protecting, disguises himself as a germophobic human who accidentally gets to be a hero anyway, and he conquers both monsters and his own anxieties about filth along the way, like learning to fight his fear so he doesn't just run from mud and oil, but actually crosses a tar pit to save hostages, because cheering from kids and pals gives him the guts to push past his squeaky clean phobia.
Ultraman Tiga. Ultraman Tiga is a giant hero of light from the Ultraman Tiga series, unique because he was originally one of the ultra-ancient giants of light who came from a distant nebula to help Earth's ancient civilization about 30 million years ago. Funny enough, he wasn't born like Superman, but was part of an alien squad of light beings who protected humans and even developed 3 combat forms, hence his name, Tiga, meaning 3 in Indonesian, giving him some serious versatility compared to older Ultras. Back in ancient times, Tiga fell into darkness along with some of his comrades and earned the title of Giants of Darkness, but a wise Ultra named Uzare convinced him to turn back to the light, and Tiga defeated his former allies, took their power, and sealed them as stone statues in a pyramid, embedding his light into the genes of worthy humans as a legacy. In the present era, a human named Daigo Madoka, an Earth defense pilot who just wanted to have a regular office job, stumbles upon Tiga's petrified body after Guts, Earth's hero team, investigates ancient ruins. When Daigo's ultra-ancient DNA, yes, he's basically got cosmic ancestry seasoning in his genes, merges with the statue, he literally becomes the light, reviving Tiga as a living hero who can fight giant monsters and save humanity. Ultraman Dyna. Ultraman Dyna is a giant of light hero from the Ultraman Dyna series who fights kaiju and evil alongside his human host, Shin Asuka, as a member of Super Guts, a defense team protecting Earth from the spheres and other threats. Originally, how Dyna came to be is a bit more epic than your everyday superhero origin. It involves experimental flight tests, mysterious light tunnels, and even family drama. Shin's father, Kazuma Asuka, was taking part in a zero-drive navigation test when he unexpectedly entered a tunnel of light created by the zero-drive engine, which bizarrely transformed him into a giant of light long before the series even started. Kazuma then spent years zipping around space fighting evil like a lost dad in a high-stakes sci-fi road movie, until one day he sensed Shin was about to die and literally flew across space to merge with him and save his life, passing on his awesome glow-in-the-dark genes. Once the Ultra merged with Shin, he could transform into Ultraman Dyna using the Leaf Flasher device, blasting monsters like Durambia and Neo-Durambia with flashy beam attacks, and earning his name from Operator Mai, who thought dynamic sounded cooler than anything else. Dyna's origin is equal parts sci-fi energy explosion, parental love, and very dramatic light tunnel travel, kind of like if a dad powered up by a solar flare and then helped his kid with homework, except replace homework with alien monsters.
Ultraman Gaia. Ultraman Gaia is an Ultra hero from the Ultra series who is literally the embodiment of the Earth's will and shows up to punch giant monsters threatening the planet, and he does this with a stylish red glow and a bit of interplanet sass. Gaia isn't some random alien from the land of light in the sky. He's tied to our world's will and soul and chooses a worthy human to channel his power. The human host is Gamu Takayama, a 20-year-old genius scientist who falls through a mysterious tunnel of light created during a secret virtual reality experiment meant to reveal the Earth's will, and at the end of that trippy tunnel, he meets the glowing red giant Ultraman Gaia himself. Because Gamu cares so deeply about both humanity and the Earth's fate, Gaia's light accepts him and literally becomes part of him, granting Gamu the power to transform into Ultraman Gaia using a device called the S-Blender whenever giant monsters barge in uninvited. Gaia's origin is less sent down by cosmic parents and more Earth's will pick a brilliant dude who cares, which sounds like a nice compliment, but also means Gamu has to deal with giant fire-breathing kaiju instead of a normal midlife crisis. Ultraman Gaia comes from the Earth's own spirit, and he and Gamu become one to protect both the planet and people with lots of photon beams and heroic poses. Ultraman Nice. Ultraman Nice is an Ultra Warrior from planet TOY-1 in the Nebula M78 universe who started out not in a full series, but in a collection of tiny one-minute infomercial heroic toy commercials aired during Ultraman Tiga reruns to promote Bandai's Ultraman toys, complete with its own goofy story and surprise monster battles.
In his universe, Ultraman Nice does exist as a bona fide Ultra who defends humans from the evil alien Zagon and his monster crew, yet his origin is more playful than dramatic. He bonds with a human named Ginga Yumeboshi, the vice captain of the family defense team Gokazoku, and pops into action only when Ginga eats a piece of chocolate from his wristband item called the Nice Dreamer. Yes, eating candy triggers the Ultra transformation, making him the first Ultra to snack his way into hero mode. Before after transformation, Ginga spins and grows into the 39-meter Nice to take on Kaiju, often proving that even if he's physically a little weaker than most Ultras, he can still save the day in a pinch, defending people and, conveniently, newly released toys. He also hides a goofy alter ego as Dr. E.G., a toy demonstrator who humorously denies his own Nice identity, proving that in the world of Ultraman Nice, heroism and marketing sometimes taste like chocolate.
Hey everyone! Thank you for watching until the end. I'll be back with more videos, so make sure to like and subscribe.